get a drink.
I'm not taking another
That was a
shot.
good movement.
Yeah,
She was
I was gonna say,
like,
if this is our last show,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Before I take the whole thing with me. Yeah. I mean, I have a little bit of vodka left in this glass. But
I can dig it without hitting it.
that was the closer one.
Yes, you can.
this is the
That blood orange really needs to. It's apple pie.
peach. Oh, apple.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I was
on
trying
board.
to look.
Oh, it says on board.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Myself.
I did not
Good job.
notice that.
So that blood orange lemonade really needs to be cold.
Okay.
He's so smart.
I'm hoping because it's a little bitter.
are you
Okay. Blood oranges are,
Yeah.
but it's
Where's the video store at?
kind of a bit of a.
It's on North Line and Party.
Oh,
So
okay.
right,
So
right,
it's-
right by across the street from Heritage Park, where Olivia had her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's right across from it. So I could go pet goats like whenever I want.
I can go pet goats whenever I want.
It,
They have
that's
goats.
like my
They have
happy
such
place.
Fiery fur. Yeah, goats.
I love goats.
I had this dream of having an entire mini farm
We did goat yoga.
because now
It's
they
amazing.
breed mini cows too. So I want a scaredy goat and a mini cow and like a micro pig.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I have a Boston Terrier. So how fun would a scaredy goat and my Boston Terrier be? They'd be best buddies.
it would be really horror.
I would
actually.
love that. I would
And
I
the
would come over all the
$500
time.
Scaredy goat would be dead in like 20 minutes.
But
I
here's
was
my
wrong. I
theory.
can't have it on my ear.
Yeah. Here's the theory: is the goat can eat the grass, so I don't have to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
And
There
the
you go.
pig can eat
Not
all the
lawn.
compostables, so I have less trash. Like they're working animals.
There you go.
I tried to feed my shirt to a goat
What's wrong with you?
at a petting zoo. Yeah, I don't. We explained. We had this conversation
I'm still
last
I'm
night.
still gonna ask every
And
time.
yeah, she does too. But like,
So
it's really a waste
Inquiring
of
minds
breath
wanna
to
know.
ask me what's wrong with
I
me.
want a tiny house, and they have a tiny house that has biogas. So you throw
Their
your,
mouths are
your,
gross, by the way.
your compostables and any scraps. So like milk products and meat can go in here too, and they decompose, and they provide gas for you to cook on.
That's kind of fun.
I'm like, I want one of these.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can grab it. Yeah.
all right.
In 3, 2,
Welcome back to Shot of History. I'm Stephanie.
I am the color man, Big Dev. T.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Jeannie.
Josh.
And Ashley.
We're all back again. We're missing a couple people, but next recording we'll have mostly everybody. Melissa won't be joining us for the next one, but you're going to be doing something cool. You're going to be on your anniversary trip.
Camping.
They-
Up in the Porkies.
Up in the Porkies.
Up in the porky.
She's going to be camping
Manners,
at
they call
Porkies.
it
I understand, but you're
There's
on
a
your anniversary
hole
trip
in a shower
in the Porkies.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I will just say that if you come across real porcupine quills, I'm sure that Stephanie and
I want
Stephanie and
them.
I would appreciate them.
Yeah.
I would
not
definitely
I
say
will. I will
no.
definitely collect
That
them.
would be
but-
awesome.
I mean, already shedded ones. I don't expect you to like take on
No.
a porcupine or anything.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it. No, I expect
Melissa
it.
doesn't take on porcupines.
That's good. And it's
Just
good
like
for
I'm
your
planning on any
safety.
bears. When I went to like book the campground, there was a warning that said about bears, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, great. This is going to be a real
We're gonna
fun
warn
trip.
you about bears, but
They're like,
fuck
you can stay here,
porcupines.
but-
Like,
put away
They-
all
they
your
happen.
shit at night because we
yeah,
have
really
bears."
high in the trees.
So, Melissa, since you're not going to be here next time, this is going to be you're our historian today.
I am. I'm doing a book called The Secret. It is not the secret that everybody knows about, apparently.
Wait, so the secret is not so much of a secret anymore, but
This was actually really hard to find on Google, so I guess technically
this one is the real secret.
The real secret.
Yeah,
it's hard to find on the internet.
But as always, before we start the show, it is shot time, y'all.
Cheers.
Dive Verners.
Drinking like a champ over
I was
there.
like, maybe not do that when people are putting alcohol in their mouth. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I spilled.
I'm just
I spilled
like-
a little bit.
Well, let's see. You
Fuck
got a
'em.
beard
You
though
made
to
me
catch
laugh.
Yeah.
So alcohol
Yeah, I do.
out a nose that has a piercing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really burns.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I do what I want, Ashley. I do what I want.
Do what I want.
We got
My
Cartman
dog
over
licking
here.
my
Whatever,
beard
whatever.
Is gonna get drunk
Whatever.
because
So
What do I do?
Next recording, I'm bringing a bag of cheesy poops.
Screw you guys. I'm getting him.
Maybe a stuffed piggy. I don't know.
Who knows?
Batman.
It's a doll. And now we're gonna
Simmer down.
We're talking about the secret.
Kitty's being a dildo.
I know a certain kitty that's gonna sleep with mommy tonight.
We are going to be talking about the secret now, guys. The secret is shut the fuck up.
I don't think that's a secret.
It ain't
It's
no
like written everywhere.
Like we just need a neon.
Yeah, just we need people to shut up.
Click,
we hit a
click.
button, and it's like, yeah. All
The
right,
applause button.
historian Melissa, let's do this.
Okay, it was published in 1982 by a man by the name of Byron Price. It was a fantasy book that had, I guess I'm assuming that it had a story in it, but
It was a book. I'm assuming there was a story.
let me continue.
There may or may not.
I don't know what it was, but I feel like there was a story.
In the book,
Your own adventure.
there is 12 verses and pictures. And the verses and pictures, like one goes with and one of the other. A picture goes with a verse.
Yep.
And it is supposed to lead somebody to an actual treasure.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Byron Price made like these boxes that he called them cask that he would put keys into, put them in plexiglass boxes, and buried them back like before, I think right before the book was published. So he would go like he would disguise himself as like a
Groundskeeper.
like electric company worker or something like that
Yeah.
Carney Wilson. Yeah.
to get
Call back.
to get into the areas that he would go to, and so people wouldn't realize what he was doing and bury these boxes. So he would put them. They're everywhere in like North
and
America.
the hardback are both $25 on Amazon.
Nice.
There's
They
no
are.
price difference.
No.
They're expensive.
Yes.
So yeah, the point
If,
was
if you
to
can win a gem that's worth like $250,000, there's no price difference on the book.
well, it says like about $1,000 for most of them, but I know that
Oh,
I
they're
also
not,
read though
though.
that it was different. It would be different difficulties based on the value of the gem. So
That's
maybe-
also way more than $25 to invest
Did she
in the
just
book.
ding herself?
She definitely did.
She was just
Yeah.
gesturing, and like she
Yeah.
she made it happen. Good job, Melissa.
So it was like, riddles with the pictures, illustrations that had clues. Everything had clues into it that would tell you exactly. The pictures usually gave you an idea of where. So a state or in a city. And then the verses would tell you where it was supposed to be. Supposed to give you
Okay.
more of like
Yeah.
an exact location.
I gotcha. So like
Yeah.
it would be a picture of Chicago, and then
No.
the verse
Well,
would be
No, it was a
Illustrations.
picture of like
So this is the one that was found
Illinois.
in Chicago. That's the illustration. Yeah. No, it's totally off. You have to look for like within the picture,
Like clues
So
that-
like,
yeah.
so like right in the
So
special
are you
that I
showing
watched,
the
this
Chicago
right
one?
Here,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This right here is the outline of the state of Illinois. So you know that it is in Illinois.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
so it's,
you're right.
So it's
Right.
Illinois,
Let me see this.
and then
So it's like where's Waldo inside the picture? Like
Oh,
a
no,
picture in a
it's
picture
dark.
that like really you need to know about.
yeah, you,
really
have to know
you have to
what's
know
going on.
Historical landmarks.
Yeah.
You have to know.
So it's
like,
So
not like a picture of
specifically-
the Bean or the Empire State Building. It's
Right.
No,
like
it's
Well,
very like it really put
it
into
is,
these
though.
pictures. It's very well, it's
Because
landmarks,
that
but-
specifically that Chicago or the Chicago one is actually so you have Illinois because I watched a special on this,
As
and
did I.
I'm sure you did several I would hope, but specifically on that one,
They're
so,
not easy at
so
all. I don't know if that was the intention.
shadow outline is Illinois, and then the background is some weird
like shitty
fucking
brown.
tower. Is some weird tower that's been around since like 1800.
Yeah, is this
windmill-
like
the
Don
windmill-
Quixote went to Illinois? Fucked some
It is. It really is, dude. You would have to know. You
Left
would
a
have to
gem
be someone.
in the.
You would have to be somebody
that's
that
on
was
here is-
living in that place to
The
That
windmill
is-
that's on here is
realize
supposed to be
what it is.
a tower that is in Chicago. Like you have to take
Yeah,
off the
it is.
the
It's
piece of the
it's a
windmill.
clock tower, or not
Yeah.
a clock tower.
A water
it's-
tower, maybe.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm like, you guys are talking about this. I haven't
Sorry, I know.
There's a
so-
potato bandolier in there.
Call back.
And they had where the guy thought that it was next to the Sphinx statue.
the lion.
That yes,
We're talking about the show.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lion.
Well, it was. They called it a Sphinx. It's not really, but
Yeah,
This is just.
it's
Yeah, it's very.
that was gonna be the
art.
third
This is like
find.
Grandma Troll.
yeah. Don Quixote goes to
Don
Chicago,
Quixote.
fucks some bitches, puts on a potato bandolier,
There's
shoots
a
some guys.
fairy that's dropping
In
what
what is
looks
now
like
a nursing
lava.
home.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, and there's a lot that doesn't
really has to
actually
make you
matter,
think. Yeah.
which is crazy.
You have to figure out what matters and what doesn't.
Yeah,
See,
there's
the
a lot that
big
doesn't
nose.
actually matter
I'm
in
gonna
the.
go with none of it matters.
It all did.
Like this looks like.
What's
Illinois.
awesome,
That right there is the outline of the state of Illinois.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. She's like, okay.
This beer
I
is
probably would
If you
never
say
figured
so.
that out. No, just from watching the show is how I figured that out. But it was like, if I looked at it, I probably would not have gotten that at all. But I also don't. I've never been to Chicago, so.
I was like, what does the belt mean?
There's no big bean in there. Where the hell is this?
So he would bury these about like 3.5 feet down. It was usually like city parks, areas
Yeah.
that were more easily accessible, nowhere that's going to be dangerous, nowhere that was you were going to potentially hurt yourself or harm something that was
Like protected,
yeah,
like
anything
nature
protected.
or
Yeah.
So like not the redwood forest where they're gonna slap you with a fine
Right.
for digging shit.
like
But-
we're not burying this in
There is
Yellowstone.
the
Like we're
last
not.
one though.
But each has had a key in it that was made out of this. Usually, I think it looked like the same material as the box. And then when you found it, you would send the key back to Byron Price.
Is this Ready Player One?
You would send the key back to Byron Price, and
his family
He
now.
had a safe deposit box with the jewels in it, and he would send you
Yeah.
back a gem.
Okay.
So
This is the
They're
best.
Okay, so here's my question, and you might
This is the
be.
best Ponzi scheme ever.
Yeah.
No, it's
just
gold.
got-
It really is real though.
Yeah, you send me this key and I'll go buy a gem. If
No.
you find it,
Yeah.
I'll
They
buy
are
you a gem.
they are in his estate. He has all. Well, he's dead now, but his family
Well, of course.
has
Every
it.
story ends with they're dead.
And
That
then-
everybody always dies. I don't
think
know
we
how
should do
people
that
don't
now,
know
but-
that.
So my question for you is, and this might be something that you're going to be getting to. So if I'm jumping the gun here, you just let me know. What is the why? Why would you do that? Why would you just write something so that you could give away gems to people? Like that just
Well-
seems very bizarre.
So you don't have to file them on your taxes.
I mean, I guess
maybe hiding your
Why
wealth.
would you not though? It's,
$25
he's
a
a
pop. It's
literary
lottery.
artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
Like, the
I guess
greatest.
from what I was reading, it was like people kept on saying like it was in a way to plug the book, so to advertise the
Well,
book.
yeah.
I was like, I guess it would be, but it's within the book, so I feel like it wouldn't
Yeah.
be really a way to advertise it. It was more like, from what I was like, I looked up. It's a way for kids to get into history of their cities, of looking at monuments, because you have
You
to.
spent $25
you know,
on this book. Now go find a
You
$10,000
found, like you're,
Right?
you're walking around and you figure out that it's this monument that leads to this way. So
Right.
now you're actually looking at this monument and learning about it.
Sure.
Right.
you know.
right, right.
I mean, it is a really cool way to get people into like, and maybe like this. The spirit of excitement,
Yeah.
of like, oh man,
Yeah.
it's like a treasure hunt.
That's really what it is.
That's kind of neat.
yeah.
I
'Cause,
like that.
You know, it's not really the prize at the end. It was more like going through the motions to find it.
Right.
Well, yeah, and knowing
Yeah,
you're
it was
smart enough to
full
figure
of
that out,
it.
like I would
Right.
feel like that's
And-
an accomplishment.
So
right?
it's why people like
Like, nobody
geocache
cares.
now. Like
Right.
it's the adventure.
I've
of
never geocached.
I
No.
don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to.
No.
Oh,
So the company that does Pokemon Go, they used to be a geocaching group. So they
Yeah.
basically you would go around and they would tag like monuments or weird things
Niantic
that
or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
So they built that whole Pokemon Go system off of that geocaching
Yeah.
system, and it's just basically like, oh, here's this weird thing that nobody knows about. But now you know about it because you were there in that spot and like was
Got
like,
it,
oh, here's this
okay.
cool thing.
And
Or
you're
there were
supposed
clubs
to,
that did it too, where like I would find it. And it was kind of like time capsule. So I would
Right.
find it, and I would
It
find
is.
what Stephanie left, and then I would
Yeah.
leave something for the next
Right.
person who found it.
So there's
That's
this
cool.
there's
I
also
like
this
it.
other cool thing where you'll walk through big cities and like where there's been a crack in like brick fascia, people will put USBs in the wall, and then you like come up with a computer and plug into the USB, and you'll get like this crazy cool information or
Yeah, I'm never
That's
plugging
really
a
neat.
computer
I did not
into
know
a
that.
USB
Yeah,
in the
never.
wall.
I've
Never.
never
I'm gonna
done
do it,
that.
and maybe I'll find the love of my life.
there you go.
Like you have
This
a better
dude's a
chance
super
of finding
cheap
your love of your life next February 14th as they stand outside waiting to give you a hand job.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Call back.
They're here for the hand job.
Well, still have a better chance.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, if
end
you
up
think of when this
looking
book
like a
was
gigantic
published, I mean, back in the
glazed
80s,
donut.
that was, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the computers
Yeah,
weren't
no,
big.
it's fun. I mean,
So it was.
It sounds like
It's a
fun.
great
Like I want to
niche.
do this
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $25 in a book that every review says it's missing pages.
It's not though.
I just know
It's
it
not
says it
missing any pages.
Well,
It's
every review on Amazon said this is not the original. This is missing pages.
oh.
Oh, it
Oh.
was reprinted.
Yeah.
Then that's their
it was
own
reprinted.
fault, but it's
so maybe
it's
that's
all
why.
on the internet.
Yeah.
You don't have
so
to
obviously
spend-
there's a lot of discussion boards, websites, theories of where all these boxes are, because people are obsessed with finding it,
Of course.
Because you got to catch them all.
Because gems.
and of how long it's been. I mean, from now, from the 82 to now, there's only been 2 boxes found out of 12.
That's
They
crazy.
They almost
Yeah.
found
So-
a third one, but
You can say that, but until you find the box, you haven't almost.
You don't know if you
Right.
almost found
well,
shit.
sure.
That's true.
Almost only counts
They
on horses and
followed the clues
Yeah, they
to
think
what
they
they
know where
thought
they-
they
yeah.
were following.
They did Somebody did a documentary on the book, and then where I got the information from was Expedition Unknown show on
Yeah.
Discovery Channel.
That's good.
That was
like
where I
him.
got this idea from.
Good job.
Josh
One
is
box was
cool.
found in Chicago. That was a year after the book was published. By like
Chi-town.
3 teenagers,
That's
3 high
even
school
more
kids
awesome
that found it.
that,
Yeah,
like, kids were willing to take the time and do this.
yeah. They had the book. They figured out the clues. Figured out it was in Chicago.
Wow.
That's some Goonies shit
They
right
found
there.
it
Like
when
I
they-
love it.
They
They
figured
found
out-
it as teenagers. They are
They
no
found-
longer teenagers.
No, they found it like the general area. They
that
dug
was
it
the
up,
first one.
and apparently at first there was nothing there. And the one kid like throws a shovel, and
Yeah.
it took away some of the dirt, and the box was right there.
Yeah.
So like
Like,
they're
They're
gonna
all-
give
they're
Like
all
this crazy
encased in-
story of like
They're all
I'm just gonna
encased
give
in
up.
plexiglass.
I've always wanted a case of plexiglass.
And they were
With
sent.
a-
They were sent an
with a random
emerald.
key. Yeah, with a random key.
They were sent an emerald for it.
Ooh,
Yeah. That's
awesome.
emeralds
Yeah.
are
So
beautiful.
while we're talking about geocaching, I quickly looked it up on see if there was any like active geocaches in Michigan. Apparently, there's several hundred within 10 miles of
No,
Saginaw.
yeah, there's a shit
Wow.
ton.
There's
Nice.
11 in Birch Run area that one guy maintains in honor of his grandfather.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's still a big thing today to do this.
Yeah, I
so.
have
That's
friends
cool.
who go, "Oh, we're going geocaching."
Yeah, but there's-
I'm
I
like,
mean-
why?
Why are you doing that?
Geocaching, they're not chilling on emeralds and shit.
Well,
like that.
No, but it's
Yeah,
still
but
like
it's still a
the
fun
No, it's
information
still
thing.
fun.
right.
Don't
yeah,
get
I
me
feel
wrong.
like, you know.
Sure.
I think
Don't get
anybody
me
would want to
wrong.
be in a modern day treasure hunt. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that-
Yeah.
No,
It
because
gets you out there.
Treasure
people will
hunting
kill each
will
other for
always be
actual
amazing.
treasure.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
want to get involved in all
Yeah,
that.
not like
No pirates.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I think you got the
Yar.
gold fever.
The second one was found in 2004 in Cleveland. So I
Cleveland.
mean,
Into Cleve.
huge amount of time
Yeah.
from 1984 to
Fuck
2002.
Cleveland.
Or 2004.
Side note: I want to know how this group of teenagers like split up the emerald. First of all,
I was curious about that too.
I'm sure mom and dad stepped in.
Yeah, yeah.
several moms and dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
The only fair way would be to sell it and then split the money.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
going
that's
into
it.
your
I'm
college
willing to go
fund,
with that.
Joe.
But who did the most work? Who gets the?
Hey,
Who
No
threw
one.
the shovel that hit the box? That's what I want to
you
know.
get a little bit more money.
Yeah. More.
There's this much.
The one in 2004 was found by 2 lawyers. They used the
It
internet to figure
is.
it out because obviously it was 2004. So
Yeah.
we go to use Google.
And they dug the wrong way in the trench, and
Yeah.
then the one looked out to the sidewalk and decided, oh shit, maybe we should go the other way, and that's how they found it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
man.
fun that both of these were found mistakenly, almost.
It's yeah,
Like, yeah.
it is a little bit.
Chicago
Yeah,
was found in a park, and then the Cleveland one was found in the Greek Cultural Center, like in
Yeah, it's in
like
a-
flower bed or
it's in a
plant.
flower bed.
In a
yeah,
in
flower
a plant bed.
Awesome.
it
Yeah.
is. It was found.
I was crazy.
Found.
So I guess
Found in a flower
just
bed.
like he kind of
God
picks
damn
a
it! I
random
found
spot.
that random box with a key in it, and I just threw it away.
know what it was for.
Like,
I don't even know what it was for.
But also each image represents a group of immigrants. That
Yes.
was, I guess, part of the whole point was for it to be about immigration.
Yeah.
So it's representative of a
I don't
particular.
know that one that you showed of Chicago. It's like
I told you, troll
That was
grandma.
supposed to be.
Because
I
that's
believe,
Terry Gilliam
Italian
weirdness.
I
thing.
believe that was supposed to be
what
Irish.
immigrant?
Italians.
What immigrant are we talking about here?
Or Greek.
And that
And
person
then-
hated
and
those
then
immigrants.
Chicago is
The one in
Italian.
Chicago was supposed to be Ireland and Scotland. The Irish and
Okay,
Scottish.
Irish.
And then
Well,
Cleveland.
potatoes. Yeah, stupid potatoes.
And Cleveland was Greece. So Greek cultural
Well,
center.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
that,
Yeah,
that
that
makes
And it
sense. There's
is
a
found in
huge
the
Greek,
Greek,
Greek culture
park.
there.
Yeah.
Is there a Jewish community in Detroit? Maybe we should go look there.
I would think.
I feel as though
like
there's
there is.
According to
small
this
community.
website,
I'm
doesn't say
like-
there's anything in Michigan.
I'm like, if you're
There's at least Polish.
Boo earns.
No, I was like, Michigan, you're
there's-
looking at Muslim, let's be honest.
Yeah, Muslim.
Or
Well,
there's
yeah, now,
Dearborn?
but
Yeah.
like
Or back then,
Polish would
Polish,
have
yeah,
been.
because Hamtramck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We
Oh, there's a huge Polish community in Bay City too. So.
yeah, and Wyandotte is a Polish city.
It's a damn
like,
shame that it's like plexiglass and you can't just like metal detect that shit.
Right.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Well,
it's plexiglass
it-
and
it's
stone,
plexiglass
like
and
ceramic. It looks like
ceramic.
ceramic, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it wouldn't be
key
checkable,
and
which
the
is probably
housing
the
is
point.
ceramic.
Sure.
And then
Yeah.
it's in
Because yeah, the key
plexiglass.
is too. It was made out of the same
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff. So
The same.
I call
he
bullshit.
was like, "No metal
No,
detectors,
it's
yo."
real, dude. It's real.
Metal detectors.
So
Bullshit.
each image represents a group of immigrants, a particular month. So 12
Keys, 12
verses,
months.
12 keys. Yep, 12 months.
Okay. All right.
That month's birth flower and birth
He does
stone, which
realize
was
there's more
apparently
than
also the
12
prize.
groups
Oh,
of
no, that makes
immigrants
sense
to
then.
the United
Yeah.
Yeah, because the emerald was.
He doesn't because he's dead.
May.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Cleveland was
I wanna find
presumably
September.
aquamarine.
Good
Doesn't
luck.
say for sure what they got. but-
I mean,
I'm
there
not
should
actually
be
they've
put
been
any
fighting
effort
for
into
it
this.
since '82.
I'm also going to win the lottery and I don't ever buy a ticket.
Yeah.
So the illustrator of these
Terry Gilliam?
pictures, it was John Jude Palancar,
He-
who apparently also did like stuff for Aragon, and there was
Oh, neat.
Yeah, he's
And
done
he
famous
burned
illustrations.
Okay.
everything.
But yeah, he was given photos and instructions of what to put in the illustrations,
Yeah.
not where anything was.
Yeah.
He was never told. He was
Nope.
just sent photos, and this is what you put in here.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's it.
Make sure these
Here's
things
this
are in it.
collage. Make it make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Or
all
make
this
it not
shit,
make
put
sense.
it together and make it. Yeah, people can try to figure it out. But he was never told where the casks were. He's still
Nope.
alive. He's still got people
Yeah.
bothering the shit out of him
Yeah.
about where shit is. He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Fuck off.
But yeah, he burned all of the
And
notes
he
afterwards,
gets
so he has
letters
nothing.
constantly.
He
Other than the
went
original
Banksy on
illustration.
all of his instructions.
He has
Yeah.
the original illustrations, but other than that,
No,
he
he
has
doesn't.
nothing.
Wow.
Well, he made.
Oh,
them.
his
Yeah,
yeah.
his
His
original illustrations.
And he's like he's
He
legally.
burned
not able to say
everything
either.
that he
made
was
him
sent.
sign
Yep.
a
Well,
contract,
yeah,
so,
yeah.
I
as
would
you
too.
would.
Well, just like to the extent that he went through was pretty, like, to keep
Right.
everything quiet,
to keep the secret
Yeah.
a secret.
right.
I like it.
But I want to will it into the world that I find all these gems.
mean, I can't
tell
imagine
you
that he
what,
thought it was going to be so hard. But
I would be right on it too. Like,
It
I'd have
seems
kept
like
all
a
that
fun,
shit.
a fun thing to do.
Found it myself.
Get a
You
couple
could
of
get
people
some
together.
friends together.
Yeah.
You know, bring some
Yeah.
road sodas with you, and just
You can figure out
go
these
a hunt.
puzzles.
But see, for us, it wouldn't be road sodas. It would be like road bourbon.
Bottles,
bourbon.
rolling bottles.
Yes.
We're gonna get shit house and try to find this gem, y'all.
We're just gonna end up in the middle of nowhere
It might
yelling at the
help,
moon.
maybe.
I mean, the other two were kind of found by happenstance. I mean, they were obviously in the right spot,
we are.
but it was fuck this shit, and I found it.
Let's be honest.
After 4 bourbons, I just start digging wherever the hell we're at.
Yeah.
It could be in someone's living room, and I'm like, I'm getting through this shit. Like,
Guys, I think
Well,
I'm gonna die.
The third one that they thought
gotta
that they
dig
figured
here.
out is in a sanctuary in Florida.
Sanctuary.
And so they
Everglades Sanctuary.
No, it's a
no, it's a park. It's
So
the,
was it a
it's-
sanctuary
It's they
before or
supposedly
after?
before
Okay.
before.
Oh,
There was a park,
and they
in St.
tote
Augustine.
themselves as having the fountain of youth.
okay.
Yeah.
And which is not, I mean, they
No, but it's
they
Lake
obviously
Ponce de
they
Leon
say
in
no,
Florida,
we don't
yeah.
have the fucking fountain of youth.
The
I've
Fountain
got
of
the
Youth.
fountain.
but I
It's
know
called.
where you're talking
It's
about.
called
But-
the Fountain of Youth.
right.
The Fountain of Youth Archaeological Park.
Right.
Sure.
And so they had to get, all these permissions.
Sure.
And they did, for Expedition Unknown, they did an extensive run through with the, it's not LiDAR.
Whatever.
Ground detecting
They
radar.
were
But-
looking for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ground,
but
ground
they,
detection radar.
yeah,
Yeah.
The thing
the
that
ground,
they find bodies
the
with?
ground.
Hmm?
No.
The thing that they find bodies with?
They can see like if there's something under there.
Yeah,
in the
it
ground.
does
Yeah,
a
they look
weird.
on
bones,
bones.
how
How
they
they
just
yeah.
get to
It
find
does
bodies.
a weird.
Yeah.
The body under the fountain, man.
Right.
It's a shotgun that shoots
looks
a
like a-
radar into the ground and
it
you
looks
find
like a
dinosaur
lawnmower.
bones.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like a lawnmower.
Yes.
It does.
What I have
But they
going through
did
my head
that,
is let
and
the
they went
bodies hit the
through,
floor.
and
Or I can only count to 4.
all of the things that they found did not end up with anything. They did found a they found a
I love all
broken
the side
glass.
talk, by the way. All right,
But yeah, they failed.
bring it home, people.
So if you guys find one of these, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely
The
let
one
us
in St.
know.
Augustine
And
though,
contribute it
it's
to
under
all
a
of
cabbage
us.
palm that the owners want to protect. That's where they think it is, and it has to be protected. They want it protected so they can't dig. Which is the problem with a lot of these. We have a general idea, but
No,
it's
the whole
in a
point
park
was
somewhere,
everything was
and they're
openly
like,
accessible.
I don't want you to.
It was openly accessible when it
At the
started.
time,
At the
at the
starting.
time,
Now
at the
people are
time,
like,
it was
Now,
openly
Fuck
accessible.
y'all.
Yeah.
Now,
you have hundreds of people calling every month trying to dig in your
right.
park.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, nah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to come dig in my backyard? Go ahead. I need room for a pool.
right?
Yeah. Please sign
If
this
you're gonna dig
contract that
3
50%
feet
of
down,
what
you better
find
dig
is
6
mine.
feet down.
Some of the clues
smart.
too in some of the areas, like the landscape has changed considerably.
Oh, yeah,
over
for sure.
This amount of time, so that makes it even
Well,
harder.
and,
to
yeah, there's
pinpoint.
probably like somebody was putting up a building and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" and just throwing it away.
Right.
That's
away.
what I said. I threw
Yeah.
mine away. I just found a box with a key in it. I thought it was garbage.
It's
I think
like
most of them have state parks, so I guess that's the plus side.
the
It's like
Michigan
Yeah, a lot of
J.
them are
choice,
state
it's pretty much
parks.
they've been the same. Like
A
area.
lot of them are state
Yeah.
Sure.
parks.
So there hasn't been like development on
Well,
it.
Yeah, I don't think
but
there's
it's
been buildings.
been-
Let's be fair. That doesn't exclude them from being dug on because Trump.
Because Trump. Byron Price died in a car crash in 2005.
Aww.
Which is unfortunate. He was only like 50. So
Wow,
that's sad.
that's sad.
But his company filed bankruptcy, so the rights of the game, like the secret, went
Yeah.
to the publishing company that bought the rights to all of his stuff.
Yep.
And according to them, they're still doing it, so they'll still
Yeah.
give out the prize. So
That's really
That's kinda
cool.
cool.
But if you
Last
can't
I
find a
heard
copy
it's
of the
on his
book because the
family.
pages ripped out,
Right.
I mean,
Wow.
Last I heard, it was actually in his family
That's-
trust.
That
Well, they
you
went
know it's
bankrupt,
smart
so-
because they
no,
want-
his wife said she doesn't.
they
have
bought
it
the
anymore.
book. They
No,
bought the
his
rights to the book.
kids.
right.
They bought the
His
right to
kids
the
have it.
estate.
Right.
Maybe they
They're
want it back.
going to honor
It's possible.
anybody finding it. Why not rip pages out? Sell books at $25 a pop.
I'm selling less of the book for $25 a
And
pop.
each
I'm wondering
copy
if
All
it's like
all
if
you get is the pictures.
Yeah.
No
I'm
more
wondering, though,
sonnets.
This publishing company that bought it, you know, was like, "Oh, we'll re-release it," but they didn't know they were missing shit. So they're like,
Well,
"Oops."
each copy of the book is missing a different portion of the page.
You just switch around
all
all the
gotta go in
poems.
together and figure it out.
I mean, though, that's actually
Put the
kinda,
poem
that's
for
actually
the
kinda
12th
smart.
one onto the first one, and
It's kind of smart. If you were to publish the book, you publish it with different pieces missing, and then that encourages people to actually
more
work,
books.
Work together.
work together,
Yeah.
and also buy more
that's
books.
the
but-
whole goal.
But work
That's
together.
what his goal was.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
There's
goal was
unity in
yeah
culture.
Yeah, unity
to learn
and learning.
learn about culture.
Yeah.
You know, learn about where you live and
I want to learn about Grandma Troll.
work together with people to find shit. So
Right,
you
yeah.
know,
No, it's really cool. I think it just like it evokes like a spirit of adventure, and I
Right.
think that
In today's world, what
With the
more do we
internet.
need
It's pretty
than
awesome,
learning
yeah.
about immigrants and how you probably would not exist here without
right,
immigration.
yeah, and
right?
Yeah, any of us.
Yeah.
right?
people don't
It's
leave
just-
their houses anymore because we have
it's a
video
cool
games and
idea.
the internet and all
Right.
that
It's a
other
lot
crap.
to go
so
through, but it's a really
Yeah.
cool idea.
No, that's
yeah,
fun.
it's like a throwback to more innocent times.
I really appreciate learning about this.
People
Yeah,
did
that's
stuff
awesome.
like
I'm
that.
not
So I
buying
like
it.
it.
I'm so glad you were able to find
That
this.
that is
secret.
the non-Oprah Winfrey secret.
Right? The
Yeah.
non-over.
All right. Well, on that note, I think it's time to pop out the plugs.
SourcePoint Press, Deepwater Games. Fuck Steve.
You want to plug your friend's company?
Yeah, Flash Designs. Right across the street is Flash Printing, which blows my mind. I need to let him know about that.
Wow.
Michigan
different.
and we
It
live
is
in Ohio.
different.
So
But
different,
Flash
but the
Designs,
on Facebook,
He's cheap
screen
as fuck.
printing, magnets, all kinds.
yeah, he'll do it. He'll do pretty much anything as long as you want more than one. And he doesn't care about copywriting.
He's also waiting for the hand jobs.
Yeah.
But just
No,
like
he
that.
will give the hand
Well, yeah, he's
jobs.
going to be in Dev's line
Yeah,
to
on
go
the
give.
14th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He will give the hand jobs.
Actually, excuse me, sir. I was here to give a hand job.
I know you've never met him, but that is an accurate.
That is
impression.
accurate. That is fully accurate. Love you, Mark.
And for myself, StephanieMenard.com. For most of your Stephanie Menard needs, check out my con schedule. Come see me. This is my biggest year yet. I'm releasing so much stuff. I have a lot of
Thanks,
stuff.
girl.
I know, dude. It's been such an incredible year, and it's
Stuff
only going to
and
get
lots of
better.
stuff.
So come check it out. StephanieMenard.com. And until next time, I'm Stephanie.
I am the Color Man Big Def.
I'm Melissa.
Jeannie.
Josh.
And Ashley.
Hey.
We did it, guys.
We
Woo!
did it.
Yeah, that was a thoroughly accurate impression of Mark.
Excuse me, sir. Actually, I was
Excuse me,
here
sir.
to give the hand job.
Oh, I love Mark, but yep.
That's yeah.
I got to go pee again before I get in my car.
Yeah, and then these are trees, which is around.
I'm just glad I can finish my last episode of Star Trek before I go. That's all I care about right now. I was like, I only have one, because I rented it from work.
Sure.
And I'm going to be there tonight, and I
But
finished
point
the
of the
first
picture
disc, and I only have
was,
one
but,
left
no,
on the
like,
second one that I rented, and I'm like,
but, I
God
mean,
damn it. It was
they're
like
all, like,
10:30 last night. I'm
cool.
exhausted.